I'm Mazie, and I'm in 4th grade. How do you make money? I can tell you.
Okay.
Well, sometimes I do chores. and once at Terra Toys, they've got this thing where they've got bags, and then you can decorate the bags, and then they pay you 10 cents for every bag, 10 to 15 cents for every bag. And once I did that, and I got $1.60, that's not very much money, but it's money. Well, it's not really a job because I wouldn't go in to an office and like work with a bunch of people because I want to be an author and I want to write fiction, but I don't want to be in like this giant company and be writing scripts or texts. Just want to write. Probably, well, at my age, I've been thinking more of writing children's books, but when I get older, I'll probably want to write more books for adults, or I don't know. I might still stick to children's books. That's easier to write than adult book, because then with adult books you have to use ginormous words and make it a very complex plot, and with children's books you don't. Well, when I was like 4, I wanted to be a gypsy, but that's not really a job. I didn't know what a gypsy was, but I wanted to be one. After that, I wanted to be a marine biologist. And after that, I wanted to be an entomologist. And there was a certain point where I was like, Mom, I want to be a singer. But then, since she didn't want me to be a singer, and like, I didn't feel like being a singer anymore, I decided I was going to become an author. There was also a part with the marine biology part where I wanted to be a deep sea cave diver. But Mama thought that was too dangerous. And she was like, no! I had no idea what a gypsy was. I knew that they dressed up all fancy. I think that's why I wanted to be a gypsy. No. At that point, I wanted to be a marine biologist, so at first, I wanted a hermit crab. But then, we went to the store and we saw a hermit crab pinch someone, and my parents were like, no. So, we decided to get a tarantula. I don't know. It's gone through like 5 changes already, so it might, and it might not. What also might happen is that I'll change and then I'll go back to the idea of being an author, and then it'll change and I'll go back to the idea of being an author. So I really don't know. Partly it's because I like it, and partly because I really want it to get published and people to see my work.
And the money part,
Doesn't matter. I'll marry a rich husband. Kind of, because on my iPad there's like the notes part where you can take notes, so I used to write little stories on there. But now I have my computer and I usually write it there instead. Well, I'm not a grown-up, so I'd probably go to school.
But if you didn't have to go to school?
Oh.
Like if you...
Well, since all the other kids would probably be in school, I would probably be at home. I might write a little bit, and I might read a little bit, and do stuff, and play on the iPad, which is what every kid does in their spare time. But I'm getting tired of my games, so mostly I go on YouTube. When I am famous, you may call me on the telephone. That are my last words.
Very good.
Cool.
Awesome.
You really don't have to put that part.
I think that was a good part, though. That's funny. I like the rich husband part, too.
Well, I'm probably not going to marry a rich husband, but it would be nice if I did.